kickstart the new year, a nutrition edition, please welcome neurologist and author of The Grain Brain. You know this book has ruined my life, but it's so good and so important. It's the surprising truth about wheat, carbs, and sugar, your brain's silent killers. Dr. David Perlmutter.
Great, glad to be here.
I joke around with you, but it is like some of my favorite things are grain products, but they're silent killers.
So are you saying
we
no
all love
grain?
these products? I am saying no grain. And, you know, even beyond the gluten issue that everybody's talking about, this is, you know, you could shop the gluten-free aisle and still get into big trouble because of the carb content. I mean, you know, you can find gluten-free bread and gluten-free cookies, and you think, gee whiz, I'm home free, go for it. And you're still eating a type of food that's really devastating for your health, bad for your brain, bad for your heart, your immune system, increases your risk of diabetes, and that's not what you want to do.
You talk about grain brain. What is that?
Well, grain brain rhymed, so I went with it. So, truth be known.
Dun, 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 dun.
But the point is, grains contain gluten, and we now know that gluten may very well threaten brain health. Gluten induces inflammation in the body. You may not know this, but inflammation is the cornerstone of Alzheimer's disease, and Parkinson's, and multiple sclerosis, and even autism. So we've got to get away from foods that contain gluten. And, you know, there are hidden sources of gluten all around. For example, who would think that mayonnaise would be a gluten-rich food? May very well be.
So you're saying everybody should not eat gluten, not just people who
have celiac disease.
Anderson, you hit the nail on the head, and that is that we now have research that supports the notion that, you know, humans have never eaten gluten. We've never stumbled on wheat fields. That's relatively new in our history. And the recommendation is to go gluten-free, whether you have celiac disease, that's 1.3% of people, or not.
So
stay away from gluten.
what do you not eat? That sounds exhausting to me,
Yeah.
like not eating gluten.
Well, I mean, we're going to get to that in just a little
Yeah.
bit, but I want to emphasize here that, you know, this notion of whole grain goodness because these foods are good for you really is something that we've got to get away from because, you know, this is pounding your body with carbohydrates. It's absolutely the last thing that you want to do.
Because all this looks like my dinner.
This does.
I got to
This is
tell
what
you,
he
I
eats.
can't believe it.
He
I
eats
can't
all
look
of
at him.
this.
I mean, I exercise a lot, but I mean, pasta I love. I love a muffin. I love a chocolate chip cookie.
And who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to eat it on
He's gonna
set.
eat
I
it
won't
right
eat it in front of
you.
you. I'll eat it as soon as you leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to convince you to eat
Okay.
from the
But
table
even
of
nuts,
happy.
you're saying?
No, these are actually, I believe, peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yes. So
Yeah.
peanuts you want to try to, they're not nuts. Who knew? Peanuts are not nuts. They're more peas than they are nuts. And as such, there are certain things going on with peanuts that we want to try to avoid. Most peanuts that you might eat are genetically modified, may well have been sprayed with basically weed killer.
And people don't realize how much sugar is in something like orange juice.
A glass of orange juice. I'm from Florida, right? And I'm saying this is 9 teaspoons of pure white sugar in the glass of orange juice.
Wow.
You may as well drink a can of soda.
Dr. Perlmutter, do the food companies hate you? I mean, like,
I believe that
I'm
there
thinking.
are. I think that what we're talking about here is creating nutrition to boost your brain. I'm a practicing neurologist. I deal with Alzheimer's, autism, depression, these things every day. And we see now scientific literature, good peer-reviewed literature showing if you eat this way, it's bad for your brain.
I want to take a look at what foods to eat when we come back. We've got to take a quick break. Dr. David Perlmutter, Grain Brain. Hey, Dr. David Perlmutter, the book is Grain Brain. So we got a very short amount of time. What are the good foods to eat?
Well, where do we begin? Look how beautiful this is. A heck of a lot easier than trying to have Thanksgiving dinner in France. But again, you want to have deep, colorful, nutrient-rich vegetables. Great fiber keeps your blood sugar down. Avocados have lots and lots of fat. And fat is your friend. You know, there was a time when we were told we should avoid fat way back in the day. I mean, the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, is pure 100% fat. Fat is good.
But
Eat
that's
more
good fat. And
Absolutely.
cheese, we can have cheese?
You can have some cheese, preferably organic. And look at this food. You know, you remember all the years we were told don't eat eggs or your children will be born naked or some terrible thing's going to happen?
I hate that.
But the
Naked
point
children.
is, this is nature's perfect food. You don't necessarily want to eat the shell, but this has...
And coconuts?
Coconuts and coconut oil, especially. We use this in our clinic when we're treating patients with dementia. We put them on coconut oil to give them the right fats to power their brain. Can you imagine? And you know, this egg contains something else that's good for your brain, cholesterol, which is found in meat. Meat is back, but not grain-fed. You want to opt for grass-fed beef, wild fish, the salmon is just perfect brain food.
Yeah, there's more about this in the book Grain Brain. You can go to our website. Thanks very much for watching.